Perspective now, as the United States tries to find more room to house unaccompanied minors, Mexico cities are starting to run out of space for the migrant families that are being expelled, including the shelters right across the bridge in Ciudad Juarez. ABC 7's Dylan McKim joins us live in the studio now with a look at the situation with the shelter space in Juarez.
Yeah, about 120 people every day cross the Paso del Norte bridge and are expelled back to Mexico. When they get there, it's not always a guarantee there will be a space for them in one of the migrant shelters. This is video of a migrant family arriving at a shelter in El Paso, but they didn't cross the border in Juarez. They crossed almost 800 miles away in the Rio Grande Valley, where overwhelming numbers have forced Border Patrol to fly hundreds of family members to El Paso. This family was lucky enough to be issued government clothing and allowed to stay in El Paso. Other families are not so lucky. This is video taken last week. Families with small children expelled to Mexico with nothing but the clothes on their back. About 120 of them cross like this every day.
Disoriented and coming to grips with the reality that they're now expelled in a city that's unknown to them.
To make matters worse,
space is a premium.
Dylan Corbett is the founder of Hope Border Institute. His organization helps out migrant families in shelters in Mexico.
There's growing instability in Juarez on account of a growing migrant population.
There are 1,000 migrants spread out through the 15 shelters that can house them in Juarez. Corbett says COVID prevents shelters from taking more, and they have hit their limit. 2,000 other migrants have had to find other forms of shelter, like getting an apartment.
For every migrant that's in a shelter right now, there are two who are not. That is, there are two people who have not been able to find shelter.
Welcome to California. The situation is worse in the Rio Grande Valley. This is Reynosa, Mexico. Expelled migrants nowhere to go, staying under a gazebo in the town plaza.
Then that's when they ask, where are they? Like, where are we? And then someone will always tell them, you're in Reynosa, Mexico. And then usually people break down.
The situation in Juarez has not become that dire, but it possibly could.
Certainly something that could happen here, especially if the U.S. government continues to fly migrants from other parts of the border only to deport them, to expel them to Ciudad Juarez.
And Corbett said that Ciudad Juarez is in the process of creating more shelter space to help with the families that are being expelled every day. It is not operational yet. Eric, Stephanie.